Hey guys, I was tagged by Scott for Sharpest folder and favorite folder. Uh, Sharpest folder, for me, all my knives have to be sharp. Before I take them out in the woods or as day carry, everyday carry or whatever you want to call it, they have to be sharp. They have to be shaving sharp. Sometimes I'll test the knife for about 2 or 3 weeks and I will not sharpen it, and that you could say is my dullest folder. For the last 4 weeks I've been carrying the bone collector, the small one, and I haven't really sharpened it. So that knife is still sharp, no chips, no rolls, but it's not shaving sharp anymore. Other than that, all my knives are shaving sharp. Now there is an exception. One of them did stand out, however. And I'm not saying anybody can't do it with any knife. You can get a knife as sharp as you want to. All you need is practice and a bit of patience. But I'm just going to show it to you. This is my Enlan EL02. The steel is 8CR13 MOV, which is a good steel. I got this knife in a contest from Stefan, and when he tested the knife he cut through a can and he chipped the blade. So naturally when I got it I reprofiled the blade, or cleaned it up, let's say that, and I had to move quite a decent amount of material to take the chip out. But by the time I was done, the knife was really sharp, and I do like to strop my knives, so that was the next step. And I was pretty amazed. I mean, hairs shy away from the edge. It's kind of beyond razor sharp. I've used the knife and then stropped it again. I haven't really used it intensely, but this would be my sharpest folder. Like I said, basically all my folders are shaving sharp, but this one, I have to give it the edge. Pun intended. I like the knife. It's very heavy, but fits well in the hand, and as with all the folders, if you take off the clip, it feels even better. As for my favorite folder, this is it. The Paramilitary 2. I'm not a big fan of Spyderco. I had the Tenacious. That was my first Spyderco, and it was a nice knife, a good knife, but it didn't suit me. And I had the Delica 4, which is also a good knife, VG10 steel. I think it's very good for folders, but it really didn't suit me. It was a bit too small and a bit too light. And then I got the Mannix from Cliff, which is an awesome folder. That one is very big, very heavy, and S30V blade, convexed. Awesome job. I can't show you that one. That one I've lent to a friend so he can play around with it. But afterwards I got this one, and I thought about it a long time. I watched videos on YouTube, I watched pictures, I read reviews, what I could find on it, and I kind of I knew before I got it to me what I was going to get. I didn't know how it was going to feel in the hand, but I kind of knew what I was getting. I knew the compression lock, how it works, and I like it. I knew I was going to like it. I knew that the texture was going to be very rough at the start, and it was. It smoothed out over time with using the knife. Good action. S30V I think is just great, and I opted for the black clip and the DLC blade. I think it's diamond-like coating. I'm not sure on that. I opted for that just because it's a bit more inconspicuous than, for instance, this one. If you put this in your pocket, the clip will stand out and people will know you have a folder. If you put this one in your pocket, people won't. So when I bought it with that purpose in mind. Have a folder that I can actually carry everywhere. Good quality blade. And after having the Manix from Cliff, I knew S30V was a blade I was gonna like. So with the help of Mike, I kind of got my dream folder. I must say, I never held a custom folder or one of those high-end Rick Hendrer or Chris Reeves. I don't know how those are. But between all the folders that I have held and worked with, this one I would say it's best suited for EDC. I mean, it's not that well suited for woodworking. If you're going into the woods, sure you can do it, but the handle is kind of squarish, kind of boxy. And if you're going to squeeze it really hard, there you go. You can see the prints on my hand. My Rat 1 is actually more comfortable than this one, but it doesn't have the features that this one has. So that's why this is my favorite folder. I've worked with it in the woods. I've carried it with me basically everywhere I could carry it legally, and I love it. So that's how I kind of thought about it. If I was just to have one folder, what's my favorite folder? Which folder would I keep if I could only keep one? And this would be it so far. I'm not saying that in the future I'm not gonna find another folder that I like so much, but for now, for harder cutting tasks, it can get uncomfortable. But for what you need to do every day, it's pretty good. And also in the woods, I usually have my gloves with me. So if I would need to work really hard, whittle away at wood really hard, put a lot of pressure into the knife, I would have my gloves. So I think I've tried it, and with gloves, good comfort, and it sits very securely in the hand, you know, because of the shape of the handle. And I've never used the choil, you know, like this. I never used it, but with a glove you can, and putting pressure into it, sure it's going to bother you a bit right here, but that's just the price you pay. So these are my two, my favorite and my sharpest folder. Although with the sharp folder, just at the moment, this is my sharpest folder. Scott, thank you for the tag. It was nice talking about knives, a thing I really like to do. And I wish you all a great day.